Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Exhumed movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Freaks. Really quick though, I want to say thank you to my creepy patron peeps for your support of my channel. Thank you so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description. Speaking of creepy patron peeps, this video was suggested to me by Dead Real. Thank you so much, Dead Dan, for suggesting this. And if you haven't checked out Dead Real's channel, I highly recommend you do, so I'll leave a link for it in the description. All right, quick summary of Freaks. A circus trapeze artist, Cleopatra, takes an interest in Hans, a midget who works in the circus sideshow. Her interest, however, is in the money Hans will be inheriting, and she is actually carrying on an affair with another circus performer, Hercules. Hans's fiancée does her best to convince him that he is being used, but to no avail. At their wedding party, a drunken Cleopatra tells the sideshow freaks what she thinks of them. Together, the freaks decide to make her one of their own. Anyways, yes, let's go on to the review. So, fun fact about Freaks, the film was originally 90 minutes long, but it ended up being shortened to just over 60 minutes because after cutting some of the more gruesome scenes. And this fun fact definitely will spoil some stuff a little bit, so cover your ears if you don't want it spoiled. So part of what was cut from the movie is the scenes where the freaks attack Cleopatra at the end. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, it wasn't cut completely, but they definitely shortened it a whole lot. And there is also a scene where Hercules was castrated, which was cut, and a lot of the comedy sequences and the original epilogue for the movie were cut as well. All right, now let's get into what I liked about Freaks. Like I said, although the movie was super short, I felt it didn't feel short at all. It still felt like the original 90 minutes, you know, just in feeling. Obviously, it wasn't that long, but it didn't feel rushed in any way. I feel like the plot was super well constructed, and it was done in such a way that I totally forgot about the bookend scene by the end of the movie. So the movie opens up kind of on a like what you would assume is present day, at least in the movie, where you have this like announcer, the circus man, kind of introducing this freakish deformed character that we're about to see, and they don't actually show you anything. And then it cuts to what is supposed to be the past. It's like the bulk of the movie is what this announcer guy is telling the audience. He's telling this story. That's what we're seeing in the movie, and I completely forgot about it until the end of the movie, and then they like cut back to that scene, and I was like, oh yeah, and it made me so excited to see who he was introducing, and then like it clicks in your head like, ah, okay, now you get it, and then it's revealed. And I don't know, I thought the ending was really well done. I love how I spoiled the Stale movie review ending, but I kind of didn't spoil this one. Why do I do that? This movie's so much older. It's like, okay, if I spoil this one. I also liked, I know this movie was super controversial, but I liked the way the movie set the freaks against the normal people. So basically what you see, like, you never actually see like any of the performances, and I imagine when they say it was the comedy scenes that were cut, it was probably some of their performances, I would imagine. I don't really actually see them performing all that much. It's mostly their interactions like backstage, or I guess you could call it. And I liked how they made it a point to show the freaks interacting just normally, you know, just like how you would imagine anybody else interacting, like sharing meals, gossiping, all this stuff, doing their laundry, blah, 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 blah. You could watch this movie just about the sideshow performers, and it just seemed totally normal because of the way they're interacting, but it's the normal people that keep throwing it in your face that they're different, because they're treating them differently and making fun of them and things like that. And I thought that was a very interesting point to put in the movie. So it's like they're only freaks because the normal people are treating them as such. Everything else they do is completely normal. I keep using air quotes. because what is normal? You know, what is normal? I thought the performances were really good. I really loved all the characters and I got so into the storyline, seriously. I thought it was super interesting. I love the characters. They made you feel, you know, they made you feel some type of way. Like I was frustrated at Hans for falling for Cleopatra and her dirty fucking trick. And I felt so bad for Frida because she can see what's going on and all she is trying to tell Hans, and Hans just like kicks her to the curb and is like, nah, I'm gonna go with this trapeze artist. And you feel so bad for her, and you feel bad for Venus as well, who is kicked to the curb by Hercules, who is going off with Cleopatra as well. And yeah, this just, I don't know, I got so into the movie. And I don't know what I was expecting. I've only ever seen clips from this movie, like obviously in horror documentaries like that are talking about like the history of horror. Freaks is always mentioned. I've never seen like little clips of it. I've never seen the whole thing, and I don't know what I was expecting. I've also always heard associated with this movie that it's a controversial horror movie. So I don't know if we'll ever cover this on Does This Offend You? My live stream collaboration with Spooky Astronaut, so I don't want to say whether it offended me or not. But I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I wasn't expecting it to enjoy it as much as I did. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got nothing against this movie. So was it worth watching? I say yes. I really loved it, and I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I don't know, I really liked it, and just it touched me in some type of way. I don't know. On IMDb, it has a 7.9 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 94% critic score, 88% audience score, and on Letterboxd, it has a 3.9 out of 5. I watched Freaks on Amazon Video, like I watch all of my movies. So I'll leave an affiliate link in the description box for you. There's no pressure to use that link, but if you do, it does help out the channel. If you've seen Freaks, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep today, and make sure you ring the bell to be notified every time I post a video, because YouTube don't do that anymore. You know, if you subscribing means nothing to YouTube anymore, I guess. Sorry. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.